Inshallah ta'ala, we are looking at Surah Al-Humazah, and we will be learning this surah with tajweed, and we have a recite and reflect segment as well. Boys and girls, in the last segment here, you can call, you can recite, but you have to call in to recite. We actually have a caller who wants to recite with us in the last segment. Let's speak to them. Assalamu alaikum.
عليكم السلام ورحمة
Assalamu alaikum.
الله وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف حالك؟
I'm very well, alhamdulillah. How are you, Ali?
أنا بخير الحمد لله.
Hayyak Allah. Ali, you surprised me by being the first caller of the day.
Yes.
MashaAllah, is Ibrahim reciting with you?
No, Ustad.
Which segment are you looking forward to today?
Inshallah, all of them.
Insha'Allah. And that's Ali. Let's speak to our next caller, inshallah ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum. Ali, stay with us in the last segment. I'm going to bring you on and hear your recitation. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And who is on the line?
Mariam Khan.
Maryam, how are you today?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. And how are you?
I'm very, very well, alhamdulillah. Maryam, are you ready for the show?
Yes.
I'm going to bring you back in the last segment to hear your recitation, inshallah ta'ala. We're learning Surah Al-Humazah. We're reciting Surah Al-Humazah today. Our first segment, boys and girls, is going to be a Muslim world segment. You're going to love it, boys and girls. We're going to learn about a Muslim world. Let's go, boys and girls. Let's go. And let's fly, inshallah ta'ala, to... Well, I can't tell you. You guys have to figure it out. Let's go, boys and girls. Let's go. Boo, boys and girls. A question for you all. Which country does this flag belong to? Let's see, boys and girls. Do we have anyone who got an answer? Boys and girls, anyone in the comments? Is there anyone who have an answer? Which country does this flag belong to? Boys and girls, I'm looking at your comments and it looks like some of you got an answer. Well, the flag of this specific country that I'm showing you is very close to the, looks like flag of America, United States, but it's not. Boys and girls, a gold badge for who? For me. Boys and girls, that gold badge went to me, for no one but myself, because the country we're learning about today is Malaysia. Now, it's very important that you know where Malaysia is. Boys and girls, that's Tas. Gold badge went to Tas there. Tas, well done on YouTube. Well done. That was the correct answer. Okay. It's important that you know these different flags and you know these different countries, not because for the sake of the country, but because when you hear in news about your Muslim brothers and sisters, you should have an idea where they are. So if this is UK and that is, I'm about to say that is United States, and here is United States, and that's Canada up there, that's west, yeah? In the east here, in the east, boys and girls, here, we have, look at there, keep going, can you see Malaysia? I see Malaysia, and I see Singapore. Boys and girls, Malaysia is right next to Singapore, and we are going to be learning some interesting facts about this country. Let's start with the population, boys and girls. About 32 million people in Malaysia, very close to the population of Saudi Arabia. If I look in on the map here, can you guys see the capital of Malaysia? I can see it. It's not Singapore, by the way. It's not. Let's keep zooming in. Maybe we can find it. Right there at the center of the screen. Boys and girls, what you see right there is the capital of Malaysia. And yes, it is Kuala Lumpur. Hello. Boys and girls, the language that people speak in Malaysia is Malay. اللغة المالية. Now, here are some of the interesting facts about this country. The Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur were the world's tallest buildings until 2004, standing 451 meters, about 1,483 feet high, with 88 stories. Not stories like I tell you stories, like floors. Now, what's the tallest building right now, boys and girls? Okay, you should know that. I mean, I used to find it very interesting. All right. Let's have a quick look, inshallah ta'ala. Let's have a quick look. Yes, I was right, boys and girls. The tallest building right now is, those of you who've been to Dubai, you would see it in Dubai, right? So there we go. Can we quickly have a look? How come this drawing doesn't have the Twin Towers in Kuala Lumpur? I refuse to show you this one. There we go. Now we're talking, boys and girls. So if I quickly show you this, although it's quite blurry, that's the tallest building there. I don't like this drawing because it showing us buildings that are not right. They're not there. Showing us some imaginary buildings. Okay. Where is it? Here. Okay. Here are the tallest buildings in the world. Can you guys see it? I'll show it to you. Oh no, the diagram is not showing. Let's go to this one here. Finally, we have the tallest building in the world, boys and girls. There we go. Burj Khalifa there. Okay. And then you have, this is not the exact, but there we go. Look at that. Can you guys see that? Number 8. That's the one we were talking about. Kuala Lumpur. Okay. Barakallahu feekum. We continue inshallah ta'ala. Let's go to the next. Whoa. Putra Mosque. MashaAllah, in Malaysia, probably the biggest mosque in Malaysia. You can find a lot of beautiful images of this masjid. Look at this. Ooh, MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Looks beautiful, isn't it? I mean, it looks really beautiful. Yeah, it looks really, really nice. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Is that pink? Is it brown? Guys, is this masjid pink or is it really brown from outside? I know. Huh? It looks pink there on my screen here. It looks brown. Is it pink? Is it brown? Which one is it, guys? Okay, final picture. It is brown. No, it looks pink. Well, let's agree that trees here are green. حلو كده. يلا اتفقنا يعني. And here, the masjid from inside. Ooh. I mean, you keep on disagreeing on the color, but I must tell you, I must say it's beautiful from inside, isn't it? MashaAllah, tabarakallah. And boys and girls, if you ever go to Malaysia, make sure you have me, gorong makam, and make sure you have nasi lemak. Aha, nasi lemak. See that chicken leg there? That's for me. That's only for me. Boys and girls, as I'm doing this show live, I can see your comments, mashallah. Thank you very much for your comments. Jay said, لا تحزن إن الله معنا. Why do I love this comment? MashaAllah. Jay, appreciate the comment. Boys and girls, let's go inshallah ta'ala. Actually, activity, we need to draw the flag of Malaysia, boys and girls. I don't think it's hard at all. Let's do it together. Shall we do it together? Let's do it together, guys. So, if you want to draw a flag, what do? First of all, rectangle. Then another rectangle. And then what do? Let's go here. Aha, moon and then straight lines. I'm going to be using paint here. So my drawing is going to be quite accurate. 1, 2, I feel like I'm cheating because my lines are auto-corrected here. So even if they're not straight, they look quite straight. And then this bit here is all blue. Blue. And inside this blue, we have the moon. So let me draw the moon outside, and then I'll probably bring it inside. I'm using different shapes to perfect my drawing here. Let's color the moon yellow. Nah, it doesn't look as nice as this moon here. What can we do, guys? Okay, let's keep it here. And then we don't have a star. It looks like something more than a star. So probably 1, 2, 3, 4. Thicker. Not bad, is it? MashaAllah. Boys and girls, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, inshallah ta'ala, to our next segment. Well done, guys. So that's Malaysia. And boys and girls, it's important that you know where these countries are, because when you hear in news that there's an earthquake that happened or that happened, you know where your Muslim brothers and sisters are. So you can, inshallah ta'ala, send them aid, help, and all the rest of it. It's good to know. It's good to know these things. Shall we go, boys and girls? Our next segment, inshallah ta'ala, is going to be a daily dua segment. And let's go. Allow me to introduce this beautiful dua. Let's read it once and then I can talk about it. After you have seen the rain and rain has fallen, you say, Mutirna bifadlillahi wa rahmati. We have been given rain by the grace and mercy of Allah. And this is the dua the Prophet, may peace and blessings be upon him, he would say. Come back after the break, inshallah ta'ala, and I'll add another dua, inshallah ta'ala, that we can learn. We can add another dua. Yes, we can add another dua, boys and girls. We'll have a look at another dua after the break. Mutirna bifadlillahi wa rahmati. Been rained by the grace and mercy of Allah Azza wa Jal. Boys and girls, rain is considered mercy from Allah. And the Prophet, may peace and blessings be upon him, he would make dua and say, Allahumma aghithna, which means, oh Allah, send us rain. And once it has rained, you don't complain. You don't say it was too rainy. You say mutirna bifadlillahi wa rahmatih. Because there are a lot of benefits for a lot of other creatures out there when it rains. And it is extremely helpful for a lot of things around you, but you may not notice. So let's do a quick drawing here and help you understand. Boys and girls, what do we see here? What do you guys see? A straight line? No, I don't see a straight line. Well, I see a ground. Okay? Not just a ground. I see small pond, and a ground. And what I also see, a massive tree here. Barakallahu feekum. Tree. And what I also notice here is okay. Now I want you to pay attention and notice this. This tree probably have some fruits, like apples. Now don't ask me, Ustad, why apples are round, but in this drawing, apples are round. Okay? Now here's what's going to happen. This tree wouldn't grow if underneath this tree there are roots. And these roots are looking for water. And these roots normally don't just find the water straight right next to them. Let's just say this didn't exist. The roots will keep going and they keep looking for water. Now this ground have to have some sort of water in the ground so the tree can drink from it. Not only this, when the surface gets really, really dry, when the ground is really dry, it hasn't been rained for month and month. Here's what happened, guys. Let's just say this whole ground is dry. See this water gathered here because of rain? What happens after a while? This water travels down inside the ground and it will end up finding a space where there are rocks everywhere, and the water will sit somewhere here under the ground. And that's how people get water from the ground, from the well, underneath the ground. We're going to continue after a short break to see how Allah Azza wa Jalla, when He sends down rain, it's a mercy for a lot of creatures, and it actually helps life, things grow around us. Boys and girls, we'll be back after a short break to continue. Stay with us. Salaam alaikum. Welcome back. Assalamu alaikum, boys and girls. Madrasah TV show live once again. Boys and girls, مطرنا بفضل الله ورحمته. Our next segment, inshallah ta'ala, is going to be a segment where we learn tajweed lesson, and I'm going to teach you tajweed lesson in Surah Al-Humazah. Before I do that, boys and girls, have a look at this, inshallah ta'ala. Why is it that after it has rained that you say مطرنا بفضل الله ورحمته, you thank Allah? Because as you can see, this apple that is growing inside this tree is only growing because there's a rain that happened some time back, and the water is stored somewhere under the ground, and this tree is accessing that water through the roots. And if it doesn't rain continuously, the water wouldn't go down and wouldn't store somewhere all the way down there. And what will happen? The tree would not grow. And I've seen this happening, for example, in a place like Saudi Arabia. This land is so dry that nothing will grow on it. And so what will happen? They will have to bring the water up using machines and then water the plant constantly, and it only rains once or twice a year. Imagine that. So rain is mercy. So now what will happen now, the sheep will come and the sheep will say, "Ah," and it'll stand, and the sheep will eat. Sorry, I used too much of my imagination there. The sheep will eat the apples, and it will say, "Ah," and then Salih would come, or let's use another name, Irshad. Let's say, for example, someone's name is Irshad. He'll come, he will be thinking, Irshad is standing here thinking about what? He's looking at this water, but in his mind he's thinking about chops. Oh. And Irshad is saying, "Oh Allah, I haven't been doing a lot lately, but today, inshallah ta'ala, oh Allah, feed me some chops." And then straight away he looks on the left side and he sees the sheep. What is Irshad going to do, for example? You guys know that, subhanallah. He's going to take the sheep, he's going to take it home, and he's going to put the sheep in something like this. And every morning he'll have milk. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. He'll have milk from that sheep. And so he will make cheese, he will have butter, and subhanallah. Now, every day Irshad is thinking about what? Chops. And so one day, boys and girls, here's another dua that I would like to teach you. Pay attention. During heavy winds, yesterday it was so windy that I thought I'm going to fly. No, I'm not going to fly. I thought the wind is going to somewhere. And next to our road, our neighbors, there was a massive fence, like a wall, and it fell. A'udhu billah. Imagine that can be really dangerous. And so when you see heavy winds, here's a dua. Allahumma inni as'aluka khayraha wa a'udhu bika min sharriha. Allahumma inni as'aluka khayraha wa a'udhu bika min sharriha. Now why am I showing you this drawing? Because, boys and girls, all this what was happening that led this guy here to think about chops was happening because of the clouds. These clouds carry water. Let me ask you guys a question. When these clouds carry water, who is bringing these clouds here? How do the clouds come here? Through the wind. There is wind. Shh, shh. So the wind moved the clouds. And this is why there is khair, there is good in winds. Oh Allah, I ask you for its goodness and I seek refuge with you from its evil. Winds. Wind can bring a lot of good, a lot of khair. So boys and girls, may Allah bless you. Let's go to our next segment, inshallah ta'ala. And our final segment, boys and girls, today is Surah Al-Humazah. Let's learn some tajweed together. Let's go.
والأجر والقبول والثوابا.
Boys and girls, Surah Al-Humazah. Together. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ويل لكل همزة لمزة الذي جمع مالا وعدده يحسب أن ماله أخلده كلا لينبذن في الحطمة وما أدراك ما الحطمة نار الله الموقدة التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة في عمد ممددة. Together. ويل لكل همزة لمزة. Move on to next. الذي جمع ماله وعدده. Next. يحسب أن ماله أخلده. Whispering letter and also a full mouth letter. أخلده. كلا لينبذن في الحطمة. حطمة وما أدراك ما الحطمة. حطمة نار الله الموقدة. Everything I'm highlighting in blue is a full mouth letter. Green, whispering. موقدة التي تطلع Continue. على الأفئدة. Whispering letter. على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة. It's a whispering letter. It's a full mouth letter. في عمد ممددة. غنة. في عمد ممددة. A whispering letter. بارك الله فيكم. Boys and girls, let's go. Oh, actually, forgot to highlight a whispering letter here. I'm only noticing. يحسب أدراك. بارك الله فيكم, boys and girls. To our last segment.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Boys and girls, if you wish to call and recite, the number is right here. Call us right now. Let's go straight to our first call. Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف حالك يا أستاذ؟
I'm very well, and how are you today?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah.
Are you ready to recite?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ويل لكل همزة لمزة
الذي. We can't hear her. Can we get her back on the line, inshallah? Or call us back, inshallah ta'ala. In the meantime, we take the next caller, guys. If anyone wants to call and recite, the number is right here. Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف حالك يا أستاذ حمزة يا أرنب يا إيمان Channel؟
Very well, and how are you?
أنا بخير الحمد لله. And أستاذ,
Yes?
shall I continue from where the first caller left off, or from the
Actually,
beginning?
right from the beginning, Ali.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ويل لكل همزة لمزة الذي جمع مالا وعدده يحسب أن ماله أخلده كلا لينبذن في الحطمة وما أدراك ما الحطمة نار الله الموقدة التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة في عمد ممددة.
Let's do it one more time, Ali. This time you recite it with me.
Okay, inshallah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
ويل
ويل
لكل
كل كاف is a whispering letter.
همزة
همزة
لمزة
لمزة
الذي جمع مالا
وعدده
يحسب أن
غنى
ماله أخلده كلا لينبذن في الحطمة وما
أدراك. Ra will be a full mouth and Kaf will be a whispering.
ما الحطمة نار الله الموقدة التي تطلع
تطلع
not ta تطلع
تطلع
على
على
الأفئدة
الأفئدة
إنها
إنها 6 counts غنة
عليهم
عليهم
مؤصدة
مؤصدة
في عمد
في عمد
ممددة.
ممددة.
So the only mistake Ali had is تطلع. Other than that, Ali gets an extraordinary badge. We'll take the next caller. Assalamu alaikum.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Welcome to the show, Maryam. You can start.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ويل لكل همزة لمزة الذي جمع مالا وعده أحسب أن ماله أخلده لا لينبذن في الحطمة ما أدراك ما الحطمة نار الله الموقدة التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة في عمد ممددة.
Well done, an extraordinary badge, boys and girls. May Allah bless you all. We'll be back tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala, straight after Salat al-Maghrib, teach you more. And boys and girls, remember me in your du'as, I'll remember you in my du'as. Tomorrow we'll have new segments for you, and we are going to be learning Surah Al-Fil. For those of you asking Ustad what's going to happen tomorrow, we'll be learning Surah Al-Fil tomorrow. Barakallahu feekum. Boys and girls, I see you all tomorrow, straight after Salat al-Maghrib. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh.